In a world that's just jam-packed with high-intensity workouts, fancy gym memberships, and all this complicated fitness tech, it is so easy to forget about one of the most powerful health tools we have. So today, we're stripping it all back to the basics to talk about the simple, profound act of walking.
I mean, that question really makes you think, doesn't it? We're constantly sold this idea that getting healthy has to be complex or super intense. But you know what? The science tells a completely different story. It suggests the real key to well-being might just be the ground right under our feet. And this quote just nails it. It perfectly captures what we're talking about today. See, walking is so much more than just getting from point A to point B. It's this holistic tool that can literally transform your body, your brain, and your mood in ways you might not even expect.
So, where does this superpower actually come from? Well, to really get it, we have to look back, way back, to see just how deeply walking is woven into our human story.
Think about it. Our bodies are literally designed to walk. For millions of years, it's how we survived, right? It's how we hunted, explored, and moved across the planet. Our curved spine, our powerful leg muscles, even the way our organs are set up, it's all optimized for this simple, rhythmic motion. This isn't some new fitness trend. It is baked right into our DNA.
Okay, so what actually happens on a biological level when we tap into this primal movement? Let's get into the nitty-gritty and break down the incredible, science-backed impact that every single step has on our physical health.
Let's just start with a mind-blowing number. A daily brisk walk can slash your risk of heart disease and stroke by up to 40%. I mean, that's huge. How does it work? Well, it's basically medicine for your entire cardiovascular system. It strengthens the heart muscle, gets your circulation going, and keeps your arteries flexible and healthy. And yep, it's also a fantastic tool for managing your weight. A brisk 30-minute walk can burn anywhere from 150 to 200 calories. Now do that every day and it adds up fast, helping you create that sustainable calorie deficit without all the stress of a crazy intense workout. Now, this one is all about living longer. A major study found that people who just walked 7,000 steps a day had a 45% lower risk of dying from any cause, compared to more sedentary folks. It just goes to show you do not need to run a marathon to add years to your life. Do you feel like you're always getting sick? Well, walking can help. It seriously bolsters your immune system. One study showed that regular walkers took 43% fewer sick days. And get this, when they did get sick, their symptoms were way milder and they bounced back faster. It's like a daily tune-up for your body's defense system. This is a really big one for our metabolic health. Regular walking can cut your risk of developing type 2 diabetes by up to 30%. And here's a pro tip. Taking a short walk right after a meal is especially powerful because it helps your muscles soak up all that excess blood sugar, preventing those nasty spikes and crashes. And the list just keeps going. Walking lubricates your joints to help with arthritis pain, it tones your legs and core, and it helps maintain strong bones. Heck, Harvard research even found that a 15-minute walk can cut sugar cravings in half. It's a true full-body tune-up.
But the benefits are not just from the neck down. Nope, some of the most amazing transformations happen inside our heads. So let's dive into what happens to your brain on a walk. Ever feel stuck on a problem? Go for a walk. Seriously. A famous study from Stanford University found that walking can boost your creative output by an average of 60%. There's a reason great thinkers from Steve Jobs to Aristotle swore by walking meetings. It literally gets your ideas flowing. And you can really feel that mental shift, right? When we're just sitting there, it's so easy to get stuck in these loops of stress and overthinking. But walking actually triggers the release of endorphins, serotonin, and dopamine, your brain's natural feel-good chemicals. It quiets the anxious parts of your brain and fires up the creative, problem-solving parts. And this is like your brain's long-term defense plan. Walking boosts blood flow to the brain, which helps it grow new connections and strengthens existing ones, especially in your memory center. It's honestly one of the most effective things you can do to protect your brain as you get older. So when you put all of these physical and mental benefits together, what do you get? Well, you get the ultimate payoff. Not just more years in your life, but more life in your years. And what's really fascinating is that it's not just that you walk, but how you walk. Your walking pace is a surprisingly powerful predictor of how long you'll live. Studies show that consistent brisk walkers can have a life expectancy up to 20 years greater than slow walkers. It's a key indicator of your overall biological health. And it gets even deeper than that. We're talking down to a cellular level. Research shows that brisk walking can protect our telomeres. Think of them like the little plastic caps on your shoelaces that protect your DNA. By midlife, this can result in a biological age that's up to 16 years younger. You're not just feeling younger, your body is literally aging more slowly.
Okay, the science is just undeniable. So the big question is, how do we put this superpower into practice? Let's talk about the simple steps you can take to build walking into your daily routine. So, we've said brisk walking a lot. What does that actually mean? Well, it's a moderate intensity, around 100 to 130 steps a minute. But here's a much easier rule of thumb. The talk test. You should be able to hold a conversation, but you shouldn't have enough breath to belt out your favorite song. That's the sweet spot. And to make it really simple, just remember the FIT formula. For frequency, aim for most days of the week. For intensity, work your way up to that brisk pace we just talked about. And for time, start small. Seriously, even 10-minute walks are incredibly effective. The goal is just to build up to at least 30 minutes a day. And here are some super simple ways to weave it into your life. The absolute key is to make it easy and enjoyable. Pair it with something you already love, like a great podcast or some music. Make it a social thing with a friend. Or try that post-meal walk to help with digestion. Remember, the best exercise is the one you actually do, and walking is just about the most accessible one out there. And really, it all comes down to this. You don't need to overhaul your entire life. You don't need new gear or a crazy new schedule. A single 15-minute walk has the power to boost your mood, sharpen your mind, and improve your health. The science is crystal clear. The only question left is, what are you waiting for?